Hey, what's up, y'all? Blake here. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to be looking at round one of the college football playoffs, which start in 3 days. We'll be looking at each game. I'm going to be giving my picks out over each game, um, who advances to round two. So let's go ahead and jump into it, man. First game, we got Clemson at Texas. Texas is going to beat the shit out of Clemson. We'll talk about Clemson. Clemson barely scrapes by SMU. They win 34-31, and no hate to SMU. I'm from Dallas. I love SMU since Brian McCann and Cole Beasley, 2011, 2012, maybe somewhere around there. But SMU is imposters. SMU is imposters. I'm sorry. Clemson barely beats the imposters of the playoffs by 3 points. Texas is going to run up score. Texas is going to put up however many points they want. Texas by mercy rule. Clemson has given up 22 points per game. Texas only gives up 12. Texas wins 35-17. SMU shouldn't even, in my opinion, shouldn't even be in. It is what it is. Alabama should be in. It is what it is. That's for another story. Texas wins 35-17. Now we move on to Tennessee, Ohio State. This is the best game of the first rounders, as it should be. This is going to be a great game. It's at Ohio State. Again, best game in the first round. If Tennessee can get the lead by halftime, I think they win this game because their rush game is no joke. Their ground game is second to few. When we're talking about playoff teams, the only team with more rushing yards than Tennessee is Boise State. And it's not Boise State, right? It's Ashton Genty. That's the only team right now in the playoffs that has a better rush game than Tennessee. So if Tennessee can get the lead early, I'd say by halftime, I think they can seal this game if they have at least a 10-point lead. I think that's fine. 2-possession lead, they're good to go. However, OSU, Ohio State, right? They have beaten two top 5 teams at the time, Indiana and Penn State. Both the weeks that they played them, they were top 5 teams, beat them. And then they lose to Oregon, who was, I think, number 3 at the time, lose to Oregon by 1. They've just had better turnouts against actual competition. But, the best we get from Tennessee is a 7-point win over Bama, who was number 7 at the time and now isn't even in the playoffs. So you could argue that they shouldn't have even been number 7 if they were on their way out the door anyways, right? Not even a playoff contender anymore, but I do got to give this game to Ohio State. I'm pulling for Tennessee. I really want Tennessee to win, but I really think Ohio State is just too much to handle. I think that their defense is better. They have the number 1 pass defense and a top 7 rush defense in the country right now. They're giving up less than 11 points per game. Tennessee is a top 8 scoring offense, but again, defense is going to prevail in this one. OSU wins 27-17. Now we talk about SMU and Penn State. We look at SMU and Penn State, man. Again, SMU snuck in. They get lucky. Alabama should be in. Clemson should be seeded over SMU. But that's neither here nor there. SMU has a very, very high-octane offense, high-scoring offense, but Penn State only allows 10 points per game. Penn State is very slow and in control, and they score 33 points per game. SMU, however, you got Penn State who allows 10 points per game. SMU allows 20 points per game. Dog shit. That shouldn't. If you allow 20 points per game, you shouldn't be in the playoffs. And we're at Penn State. I do think it's close. SMU, again, very high scoring offense for SMU. However, it's just going to be tough, man. Give me Penn State in a close one. Penn State 31-27. Penn State, and then we have Notre Dame and Indiana. This will be a good game as well, in my opinion. This will be the second best game next to Tennessee and Ohio State. Both are a top 3 scoring offense, both 40-plus points per game, averaging 40-plus points per game. Neither of them have like an outstanding pass game, pretty balanced on offense. Neither of them are actually even a top 25 passing yards per game in the nation. But again, Notre Dame does have over 220 rushing yards per game. Indiana has the number 1 rushing defense. This is going to be a pretty good one. Where's the edge, right? Where does the edge come in if they're both so balanced and even? I'm going to say strength of schedule, right? We talk about strength of schedule. You hear it all the time. Indiana has not played a ranked team since week 2, and they lost to Georgia. Notre Dame has played 3, including one last week at Texas A&M with a 10-point win at the 12th man, right? At A&M. So Notre Dame does get the edge here. Give me, what do we got? Notre Dame and Indiana. Give me Notre Dame. Again, these are two pretty high scoring offenses. Give me Notre Dame. We'll go 30-24 Notre Dame. That is going to be it right there, man. Let's bump those in the bracket, and I will catch y'all back for the next one. Sorry, no upsets in week one or in round one. The high seeds win. I'll catch y'all for round two.